We had an incident. I don't know if you can see it down there.
Got this from my good buddy AJ Dean.
I'm actually a freaking mess.
There you have it.
You guys are gonna see this tonight.
Do not shoot the bus anymore. Bad for you, good for us. It's going to be great.
As you can see, it's me.
Stay tuned on this.
Painting.
Bye.
See you later. Welcome back. It's gonna be our Wednesday video.
This is like a Wednesday salad bar, like a medley. You're going to get a little bit of everything today. Man, look at it out here.
Beautiful.
You can't get any better than this weather in Ohio. The only thing is the cold's coming, but it's not cold today, so we're going to enjoy it. Beautiful views.
So beautiful.
Less is more. That's the do more with nothing. That's the point of this video. We showed you our little boat trailer project, and you'll see where I was pulling in to get something. I'll show you here in a minute. I didn't do any filming because there was people there when I got to talking. But I got a little piece of local farming treasure, and I really didn't even know what I was going to get. And
we knew what we wanted to use it for, though.
Immediately. So that's how my art triggers my brain, says, go get that. Yep. Somebody, local lady I used to do electric work for, Jamie Gabbard, said, hey, look what we found when we cut all the trees down. And there's this sweet old wagon. We have a sweet old bus. We had a sweet old boat trailer. So we're trying to use things that we have. It's ready for her to paint.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna get to.
So what we got here is an old Shorelander boat trailer, and I even have a title for this somewhere.
No way.
I've had this tagged in my name, believe that or not. I could go right in the license bureau and probably get tags for this right now.
The Shorelander.
I've been to Tennessee with this trailer. The tires pumped up. They need replaced, but they pumped up. So the old Shorelander, we're going to have to incorporate that into the name. This is going to be a mini camper. 12-foot floor plan, 6'6" wide, so we can lay down. Anyone less than 6'2", once we get the walls built, should be able to lay down in it. It's kind of a weird setup because it's a boat trailer. The axle's way far back because boats had tendency to have most of their towing weight in the rear. So we got to remember that while we're building the camper. We can't put everything on the front. We need to balance it. So, you know, we'll think that into our build. We're going to do some kind of shape. It's not going to be square. It's not going to be round. It's going to be some kind of shape. And we'll get that going. We only use one color around here. What color do we use?
Black.
Black.
It's always black.
So she's getting ready to go jump on the mower.
Yes, I have some mowing to do, and then I'm doing some stuff with the boys this afternoon and evening, and we're going to get to this trailer painting for sure.
Yep, broke my arm. So I just used spare tubing. There's a few new pieces on there. Spare tubing left over from the ramp truck and just stuff I had. These projects are neat because you can clean up the yard. I got bracing every 2 foot so we can put our floor and our plywood down. And every 2 foot, it'll hit perfect. We won't have to cut or rip. We'll just cut our length side to side. We'll get our floor plan down after she paints it.
Yep, that's going to be quick because you guys know I'm so good and fast at painting.
Yep. Nobody ever gets tired of watching her paint.
And he so kindly brought it all the way up here for me so that I can have the dogs and the kids out here, and I can just paint right outside while everybody's enjoying this beautiful day. So
yep.
That will be good.
So that's a little rundown of our trailer. It's going to be lightweight, no brakes on the axles. We'll wire the taillights into the back of the camper. We'll make it look sweet. We hope it don't look like...
It will be awesome. I'm not even afraid of that. I'm so excited to get creative with this.
Yeah. So if we could do this for decent prices, it may be fun to do a few of them.
Yeah.
We have a big thing. We're going to kind of unveil the beginning stages. Huh?
Beginning stages. That was good.
You're going to see why.
I'm impressed.
We're going to be bussing. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
God,
huh?
You're full of them.
Huh?
He's full of them. You guys don't even get it yet. Those were both good.
Yeah. We're going to be stage bussing. So I'm going to show you what I mean. She's got mowing to do because she's behind.
I am, only because these kids and chores and Spirit Week at school, all the fundraisers and Spirit this and that, it keeps them mom busy. It does. It's too much sometimes. So I'm going to mow. He's going to tell you about what we brought home yesterday and why we brought it home.
Bye.
See you later.
All right. Local lady messaged me yesterday, sends me a picture of this. From my point of view, it looked pretty cool. And I knew what property it was sitting on that was covered in junk. And the old man passed away and scrappers got to it. She's a real estate agent around here. So she owns one of the properties. And during clearing the trees out, she said my buddy Danny Brick cleared the trees out. They uncovered this. I grabbed the Bobcat. I grabbed the trailer with the herniated ramps, and I got the King, and off we went. Fortunate to have this set up. One more payment, and it's mine. I bought that new for $35,000 with the trencher attachment. One more envelope, and I own that. That's a big deal to me. It's perfect for situations like this. Grab the forks, grab the ultimate trailer with the drive over 1/4 inch thick ramps, and we headed out. About 10 miles away, roll in with the big rig, and I didn't know what I was getting. I was tickled to death when I seen it. You see what I'm seeing there? See the brake drums? That's a 30s, mid-30s to 40s steer axle. We haven't determined down to what yet. Drum brakes. The hitch is hooked cantilever to a pad on the axle with a pad that turns on itself. I haven't checked that out yet. And it's hooked to the original drag link. And it's got a diamond plate floor, 1/4 inch diamond plate floor, and a frame. It's not the most well-built thing. I'm not going to be using it. It would be nice. You could reskin an old ramp truck or something, but I got these welds. Look at them welds. If anybody ever wanted to criticize the weld, check these out. Anyways, they worked for who knows how long. There's probably dates on these tires we could figure out. That's a Kelly Springfield right there. A Kelly Springfield. I didn't know her, but look here. She's gonna need a bolt-in valve stem. There's a reason I went and got this, and I think you're gonna like it, and you're definitely gonna want to come check it out because we're getting ready to build something special here. I got a dream. I got a vision, and that vision is a drive-in movie theater, free of charge type thing. Muscle cars, old trucks, hippies, vans, bands, the whole 9 yards. So when I seen this, I knew it would be perfect for what I wanted. A, I don't have to buy no lumber. B, it's local. I'm kind of big on local. I've never moved away from where I was born. And this is the only thing left after everybody scrapped everything. Cars, trucks, tractors, combines. And somehow I ended up with this piece of old junk. But it's going to be absolutely perfect. And I'm going to show you why. We got something out back. There's a guy shooting right now. So as soon as he gets done shooting, I'm going to take you back there and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I guess since they're back there, I'll show you where I'm talking about. A lot of you came to our car show, and this was prime real estate. This overlooks our field. Everybody went down that road and backed in. Must have been 80, 90 cars here total. We got room for 800. So I've been working on this area. I took some extra dirt we had, and I just started pushing it back in there, leveling up the side of the creek hill, and made me a little area. So I went in one night. I told Jennifer, I said, I got me a Buick, and she said, what? I said, I got me an Enclave. I built me an Enclave. It's a joke. I like to tell jokes. She made me look it up and tell her what an Enclave was. But it's perfectly what it is. That's Tim's Buick Enclave. So I always thinking about what can we build that's cool, what can we do, and I always wanted to have a movie theater right here, 100-foot screen, 60, 80, whatever size we need. I haven't really researched it, but I want to put a movie screen up here facing that way. The gun range is back there, they shoot that way. And then I want to have like a little projector, show vintage car movies, trucker movies, stuff like that. Smoking the Bandit, just free. Something we don't have to pay no trademarks to or worry about no rights to movies or nothing. We just have fun. We camp, we hang out a couple times a year, we have fun. Out back, I got something really sweet. I got a 68 to 72 C50 school bus. And these people who are still alive here in Waynesville, the Sizemores, when I was a little young kid, they lived out here in the campground from time to time. And they would drive that bus from here to Oregon. I don't know how many times. I really don't know much more than that. I want to ask them. They let it sit out here and somebody broke the window. Some young kid broke the windows out of it or something. My dad ended up with the bus. So Dad takes it back here to the gun range, puts it sideways, takes some windows out, builds a shooting stand, puts a little wood stove in it. And when you rented the gun range, you could shoot in the bus. If it was raining or windy or even snowing, just use the bus and shoot. Well, people would go in there and have a little fire, stay warm. It was pretty neat. But then the problem with having a gun range is when you're not looking, someone shoots everything. So anything back there that you put will get shot. We can't even put our equipment. We just got to bring it back. You can't leave it out there because some human will shoot it. I don't know why. They like to hear glass break. I don't know. I like to see faces break. But anyways, the bus started getting all shot to hell. They shot through the engine block, shot through the hood, shooting the hell out of it. So my dad painted "Don't Shoot the Bus." It's been kind of comical. What to do with the bus, you know? The bus is it's a piece of shit, you know? It's got a flat tire from somebody shooting it. It's real hard to move, but I started sitting there thinking, last year we had music out here, and those guys were awesome, and it'd be nice to have them back. It'd be nice to have a lot of different little bands back, because that's what this place was built on. Bluegrass music and camping. That's what my grandpa loved. And shooting and making money. So we're going to drag that bus from out back. We call that death row out back. When they come out of death row, it's rare, but I can make some magic happen. I brought a motorhome out of death row, and most of those parts are in Dick Banjo. So it's a boneyard, but it ain't got the greatest stuff. The bus is coming out. I don't know how. We're going to have to jerk it with tractors or ask somebody with something bigger to come pull on it or find a tire to get on it. But I'm going to bring it up here and put it right here. These trees are coming down. Right on the other side of those bushes is a little valley, creek valley. I'm going to put the bus right up in here. Move this stuff. It's all got to go. Cut them trees down. The bus is going right there. And then we'll level the bus up, the blocks, however we got to do it, to where the bus sits perfectly level. And then we'll take the Waynesville farm stage and we will put it up there, catch the door for a little deck, get the stage on there, put some blocks, perfectly level, take the old bowed stage, get it up there, make it perfectly level. And then when we have music, we'll get us a big rug we'll lay out. We're going to cut the side out of the bus and somehow put doors on it to where the musicians can store their stuff in there and or sleep in there. We want to create a one-of-a-kind style Airbnb, and you yourself can rent that bus. There's a shower house 50 yards away. The bus will be right here with electric and lights. Little wood stove we're going to put back in it, and no one's going to shoot it because it's over here. So I'm in all this welder up, Steve Darnell, Merlin, everybody's junk in their yard. Corey Wheat, we're all junkers at heart. So let's build something badass. So that's what's going on. We're getting the bus in here. Then I'm going to build a rough cut barn for Dick Banjo. He'll have his own garage right behind me. Perfectly fit just for him. We'll A-frame it just like Dick Banjo. We'll put a floor in it, concrete floor, rough cut wood. My buddy Danny Britt, I'll put an order in. I'll say I need all this wood. Tell me how much. Maybe we'll even cut a tree from here. Try to get as much wood as we can from our own property to build this stuff. When if you look at our Too Radical for Rat Stock video, that Psycho Silo Saloon was a radical place. I mean, it was unbelievable. So this is our beginning to Miller's Campground, arts and crafts. But if you build it, they will come. That's what they've been telling me. Ain't that right, Donald Frick? Been telling me, build it, they will come. So that's what we're gonna do. You're up to date on that. I gotta wait till they quit shooting. I don't really know how I'm gonna get it out of there. The Army truck's a little under the weather. It's got a broken hub. I guess I could just order a hub, jerk the living dog shit out of it with the K30 until I get it up here. Or we try to take the green John Deere tractor and the mini excavator and do a jerk push type thing. I don't know. Maybe we get it running with holes in the block and drive it up here. I just thought of that. That might be wild. I wonder if anybody's tried to start a motor that's got holes shot through it. We just put a carburetor on it and a fuel supply and fire it up and let it bleed, huh? It's only got to go 300 yards. It's got to come out from around that hill and down along that road and get over to here. That's all we got to do with it. It's going to be one of the neatest son of a bitchin' things that you've ever seen. And you're going to be able to come out here and stay in it. And when my buddies from YouTube want to stop by, we'll get you some arrangements and you can stay right here. Maybe you can even use a gun range. Maybe you can even mow some grass for us. But this beautiful weather has inspired me to do that. I'm trying to get a truck from a girl in the campground for some work. Stay tuned on this. 63 Chrysler 300. I paid $100 for that at an auction. Jennifer, when she mows, she says she cannot stand to look at that car anymore. She's fallen in love with it. I'd say before long you're going to see that car pull in somewhere with a gooseneck hitch sticking out of the trailer hooked to it. So that's what's going on. Got a little ramp truck work. Getting ready to go down there and work on that while she's mowing. It's noisy up here. And, a little more talking in this video, but we've been making a little bit longer videos. YouTube algorithm likes the longer video. I know they're kind of boring for everyone. Some people really enjoy listening to us talk and describe what we've been doing. You ever got one of those caught in your mower? 40 Chevy on deck. Small block Chevy inside of it. That runs. That's been on our channel. Real solid truck in epoxy. Should we gasser it? Should we S10 frame it? Should I put those front fenders on the ramp truck? So much to unwrap around here. Once again, there's our boat trailer, the Shorelander. Custom made for 50 bucks. And I'm sure if you wanted to build a trailer, even a utility trailer, nowadays they're big money. Everything's big money. I'm sure you could get online and find a boat trailer. And once you take the wood and the angled boards off for the boat trailer, you got a flat surface. So, something to think about. We'll be right back. right, so one of our major things around here is land management. You could call it mowing, you could call it blowing, you could even say it sucks, but it's land management. We got 25 plus acres here to take care of, with about 40 units being rented at all times, so there's always something to do. This weather's really beautiful, so I'm just checking out everything. This is just one of the greatest seasons of the year. And some of the jobs that we've done this year, there was an old shed that I built when I was about 20. I learned a lot about how to not to build a shed when I built that. And it was just an ugly sucker, so we ended up tearing it down. We used track hoe and fire and hauled the metal to the scrap and got rid of that. We hope to build a 30 deep by 60 carport roof here, hopefully in the near future, when some things break loose. That way we could store a lot of our equipment under roof and a few of our vehicles, eventually box it in. That's one of the major jobs that we've done around here, on top of all mowing all the time, doing all the work. It's usually me and my father, and my mom would help mow. This year Jennifer is a big asset. Now that Sammy can go to school during the day, she helps out and mows and does way more than that. We have men and women's room, and she keeps that clean, which is hard to do because people will shit right next to a toilet. Seriously, they will. But she does her best to keep them clean, because me and my dad are not the greatest at cleaning restrooms. So it's nice to have a woman for the first time around here who's willing to help and is not just wanting to sit around. So that's very appreciative. A lot of things that go on around here. As millers, we get work done and we don't even realize it. So got all these poles put in. A guy put these in last year and they were all treated 6x6s. So Jennifer went around, stained them all. We got nice little lights on top of all of them. Just little touches like that really help out, keeping the place look good. If somebody comes in for the first time, they can be like, this place isn't such a shithole after all. This is our little Airbnb house. It's constantly being cleaned. That's the cleanest house in Warren County. She cleans that house at least 2-3 times a week, and it's a successful little rental house. It's rented every weekend, pretty much all the time, and then sometimes throughout the week. We've had nothing but high praises of that house, and that's due to her. Here's a little deck we have that overlooks our pond, and I built that when I was probably 20, and it just kind of gets left over here. Her and Sammy come over here and power washed it and painted it, and that looks beautiful. So it's just constant work. We built, in the last year I built, whoa, we're off-roading, boys. This thing needs new tires. Check out some of the colors. Look at this. That's a pretty tree right there. Another thing we did was a new camp spot here. Poured concrete for the camper to sit on. 40-foot long concrete, 50 amp sewer, water, electric. Then new sites with new sewer. It's a constant battle around here. Keep things looking good. We've been teamwork. It makes it happen. Another job that got taken care of this year was this little shed that sits at the beginning of our campground, right by the road. And this was built, I think my grandma was still alive when this was put in. And my aunts convinced them that somebody needed a shed. Well, nobody's ever stayed a night in the old shed that we know of, unless they walked in off the street. But here it is. Jennifer come up here, power washed it all down, stained it, made it look new again. I'd like to get an old Model T or Model A truck or something sitting next to it with maybe an old makeshift gas pump. Just something kind of look retro, sitting right here, just right by the road. People drive by and see some junk. That's what we do. We love junk. There's the road. There's our other house. Things are looking pretty good out here. We just got to do a lot of leaf blowing, keep mowing. We're about done mowing. I'd say another week or two we'll be done with that. And then we got to do something with all these leaves. So we haven't gave any updates on the campground in a while. And just because we stay busy with it. And to us, it's not that interesting because it's monotonous work. It's kind of the same thing over and over. But a lot of you haven't seen that part of us and what we do. And it's got about 40 spot campground. It's not a campground. It's kind of a place where people stay where they're working in the area. So there's really no availability. It's always booked. That's a good thing. Bad for you, good for us. All right, we told you it was going to be a medley. I bounce around a lot. So a few videos back, we was working on the motor for Wyatt's K20, we're going to call it now because it's 8 lug. And they have the same frame. We're just going to call it a K20. So right here is the motor that I'm hoping will pan out. I've had it running for a little while, but the Elderbrock carburetor on it would not stay running without me diving into it. So I have a Quadrajet. I don't mind Quadrajets, but this is just for test and research. We're going to throw the Quadrajet on the old pig, see if we can get it to run any better. And I changed the freeze plug. Here's what I took out. So really, if you can get to them, this was right on the front. Before I put it in the truck, I'm going to change them all. Even the ones behind the flywheel, the ones, every one I can get to, I'm going to put a new one in. I have a little kit that's been in my drawer forever. And this guy just rusted out. So I just knock the corner in and then grab a hold of it and pull it out. You do not want to knock it in because you'll clog up your passages and you're going to have to go in there and get it, pull it out. So knock it sideways, kind of oblong it so we can grab it, pull it right out. I'm sure you've been there. It's pretty easy to do. It's a common failure. So I'm going to grab the adapter plate off of here because Quadrajet is different. I need to use bolts. So be right back. All right, here we go. I got a phone call, text this morning. Said we cleared this lot. Look what we found. It was this wild little farm trailer from local town here I'm from. So we're on our way to get it. Getting ready to pull in. I'm looking for it. Talking to you. Never been here before. We got the little Bobcat. Big trailer. Should be here any place. I'll keep looking. I'll let you know when I get there. 2 seconds later, I'm there. Let's see what it looks like. Gate. That's a driveway. Here's a gate. There's a truck. Let's get in here and look for it. All right. I know it don't look like much, and you're right. It's not. But it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 row bus. I imagine of the 1970 variation. Got a little yellow showing right there. But yeah, that's our bus. It's here. I think it'll make a great stage for what we're wanting to do with it. Got it. We only got to find a way to move it. Now, I don't know if the track hoe will move it or not. I should go get it and see, to be honest with you. Do not shoot the bus anymore. All right, I'm going to spin it around. All right, we are in the bus. I imagine that used to be the toilet. This is it. Don't know what that was. That's a little wild. There's the old stove. Doubt if it's any good. Looks like the top pieces are missing. Oh, there's firewood in here. Shelving. Wasp nest. Lead paint, probably. I love it. It's going to be great. Really wish it had a windshield. But we'll fix it up. You know how it is. We'll get it up there and make it permanent. Get rid of all the nasty stuff out of it. Fix it up. That's what we do. We fix things. So yeah. So imagine a better door, better step. We'll get rid of the mess. Maybe make it come down and out to where you don't get hurt. Ow! I just got hurt. It's hard to climb in and out of here. Ah. So imagine we'll put that stage down out here, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to. I want it on this side. I want it in the facing the woods like I showed you. I want it to sit in the woods with the front facing that way. And we'll seal it up. Make it to where it's not freezing cold, or maybe even put a little air conditioner in it. Pull the hood out. Pull the grill out and mash the hood down. It's going to be awesome. You're going to want to stay in it when it's done. Trust me. All right, we're in the barn. Full house. When you get this ramp truck in the barn, it really fills the place up, and it don't fit. It might fit inch to inch, mashed all the way in with the door shut, but yeah, it'll fit. But she's a big old boy. Just trying to knock jobs off the list, and there's going to be something weird on this truck that you don't ever see. Water. The most powerful thing on earth is water. I need some on my face, and I like to carry some with me. Fuel tank on the other side, so it just seems natural to put the water tank on this side. They're about the same size. I have some angle iron left over from the ramp project. That's not galvanized, folks. You hit me up in the comments telling me how to weld galvanized. That's not galvanized. That's powder coated. So there's a big difference. I just grind the powder coat off and weld like hell. So we're going to put some brackets down here. We have this big opening, and I might even have food on this truck and a refrigerator. So it'd be nice to have water. I got 12 volt like Harbor Freight pump, and I'll have that where you open this door and it'll be like a sink cabinet. They'll have water. We'll have a shelf in there for soaps, stuff like that. It's nice to have water in case you got a radiator issue. Just numerous reasons. I could go on and on and on for reasons why we should have water. So we're going to have water. It's just pretty simple, and I got the stuff to do it. I'm being real hard on that radiator, folks. It probably won't even be worth a damn when I get done. We'll use it for mock-up, and if we got to buy a new one, we got to buy a new one. The hardest thing for mock-up is radiator and keeping it protected. So it's nice to use a used one. So I got my pieces cut. I'm going to weld those down here. And then we'll put some risers up to the frame, and she should be good to go. All right, here we are. Got our two pieces cut. The same. Clean the powder coating off of them. All right, got her cleaned up. Chevy level. Alrighty. There's no science to this. Really just let her go. All right, now we're going to put some supports from those up to the frame. Water's 8 pounds per gallon, so I'm not sure. It might be 30 gallon, 240 pound, 250 pound. Should fit right in there, no problem. There it was. What'd that take? Only 15 minutes. You gotta get a lid for it. There you have it. All right. Give you a quick rundown of the aquifer system. Here we have our basic clear plastic tank. We need an 8-inch lid. I got a 5-inch lid. I'm going to have to order a lid because it fell off one day. And then what we'll do is we'll fill it, but we'll always be able to drain it right here at the low point. Obviously in the winter we'll not put any water in it, and if we do run water, it'll have to have some kind of antifreeze in it. But to be honest, I hunker down in the winter, so the chances of us being out in the deep freeze in this are probably pretty possible. I'll be honest with you. So anyways, there it is. Let me grab my pump real quick, show you what I'm going to run. What I got here is basic Harbor Freight 12-volt pump. It's a Barracuda. Oh, Barracuda. We'll see what she says. 12-volt transfer pump. Pumps up to 5.5 gallons per minute. 330 gallons per hour. So we will mount this. This will all probably be closed in so stuff won't fall out. But we'll probably mount this up in here somewhere. Run our line into it. And we'll have a spigot coming out. You won't have to, we may have our switch out here. Hidden switch and a little spigot sticking out so you can walk right up, wash your hands. Open the door and do what you gotta do. Clean yourself up. Get in there and use the bathroom. Whatever you think will work. We're just trying to have a little bit of everything on this truck. That way when we go somewhere to get something, we have water, we have tools, we have air, we have fuel, and we have a pretty sweet winch. So that's just the thing. Just keep putting the tools on it until it's ready to go do some work. I told you we was bouncing around in this video, and we were not lying. So who knows where I'll be in the next scene. All right, it's Tuesday. Woke up and it was beautiful. It was warm. It was real dark last night, a little sliver of moon, and woke up to another beautiful day. We're going to run out of those. So we got some stuff to do today. Last night we got the water tank installed. We'll make a strapping system for that so it don't slosh around. The radiator's going to go up in there. We started fitting a few boards on the bed just because we don't know. I had a board left over from building Dick Banjo. I don't know. The plan is to diamond plate the top, thin angle iron on the edges to finish the edge, and overlap that wood. So the angle iron will come over and down just a little bit. Rustic. The wood will be rustic. Then we'll fill in the gaps, go over the tires. Then there'll be a large door for the fuel tank to open up so we can fuel it. And then more wood and then some more doors. I said that I wasn't going to put stacks on it. I lied. I'm going to put stacks on it. Big ones. Big old 8-inch ones. 4-foot tall ones. So, I'm stupid. So, today I'm working on pedals. Pedals and going to put the heater box in that AJ Dean gave me. More importantly than this, we're going to get that done today. Try to get the heater hoses hooked up, clamps on it, mark that off the list. Wiring harness is on its way. I'm going to start wiring taillights and auxiliary stuff, power. We're going to have power over there, power over here, power back there. Somewhere we're going to have 110 power. I'm going to look into some of the new some of the new little battery power packs or something for tool power, charging power, everything. We still need to get some kind of air system on board. So we're figuring it all out. But what I have in front of me right here is a set of second gen Dodge pedals. Now, I didn't know this until recently. Sorry about my lousy camera work. I didn't know this until recently, but this square, round, odd hole you've never seen before is where your slave cylinder for your clutch goes in and turns and locks in Dodge style. I didn't know this because I just work with what I have, but I seen on YouTube Bruce Wilson said that 2001 and up have a bolt-in style slave cylinder, and Scheid and probably several other companies actually make a aftermarket bolt-in kit for project type vehicles. But I paid good money for these pedals, and I like the way they go in. Once you get them in, they're in there, and they feel just like driving a Dodge truck. That's what's in my big green truck. That's how I like to do them. So that's what we're going to do. What I don't have is a Hydro Boost. Now, this is a first gen Cummins, and it has a vacuum line for brake booster, vacuum brakes. But to be honest with you, Hydro Boost brakes are way better for stopping power. This has 4-wheel disc brakes. It'll be better in the long run. So what I have here is a Hydro Boost and master cylinder that was in my container off of a 2001 Chevy van that had a 3500 van. It had an 8.1 4L80E, which is in the 8-lug thug, the transmission is. And I took this off and I saved it. And anytime you scrap anything or take it apart, save the Hydro Boost because they're worth good money. And they're great to have sitting around. So what I have here is a 2001 Chevy Hydro Boost off a 3500 Safari van. 2 of the bolts are bolting up. And then over here, the Dodge had a wider bolt pattern, but the actual rod comes out in the same place. See, I didn't change that. And it'll hook up to my pedal. I didn't change that. So really the only difference is I need to drill a hole in this, and then I need to put a plate on the Firewall, which is how I did my C50. I'll find me a piece of flat metal once I figure out where this will fit. Meaning I don't have to do a lot of work to the pedals. I don't have to extend them, because if you're going to do a lot of custom work to the pedals, you should just make your own pedals instead of buying these pedals and driving to Dayton and getting them. So the point is to get these at a comfortable position foot-wise, and then make sure this fits outside, and then the hood will shut. And I think we won't have any problem. The slave cylinder comes in on the outer side of that, and it's pretty small, and then you'll have a canister that'll fit somewhere else, which will have this canister that'll fit here for the power steering anyway. So that's what we're doing. It's going to work. It's a GM Hydro Boost. It's a Dodge pedal. They don't know it. They're getting ready to live together forever. I just want to get it 2 more holes drilled and bolt it, get my rod on there, and make sure I'm not going to have any binding with the rod, because it does look like it isn't straight in. So I just want to make sure that works good, and we can always move that around. But so my options were to buy my options were to go, if I wanted to go vacuum, is to try to find a booster that would fit it, which I mean, that's kind of like Scamazon, take your pick. I just walked out and grabbed this 5 minutes ago and found out that I could probably make that work. So that's what I'm going to do. And then if I have any problems with the Dodge, would be also readily available. But this is an 01 Chevy frame, 01 Chevy steering box, 01 Chevy Hydro Boost seems natural to go right on it. That's probably what was on the truck that was sitting on this frame, which would have been like a GMT 400 with the big giant grill in it. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to get a drill, mark my holes, drill 2 more holes, snug it, make sure my rod will go in and out. If that all works, then I'll start getting my Firewall ready. So the Firewall is pretty wide open. We've got all this room. We kind of want to leave this, so we want our master cylinder to kind of come out here, pedal over here. We'll make it happen. So you're using every little inch. If you go over too far, you're in your tunnel. If you come over too far, you're in your door. So plenty of room. This motor fits in there perfect. Radiator's going in the back, easy to access, easy to work on. Heater box is coming right out on the other side. So I'm gonna grab some, I'm gonna drill that out. Then I gotta find a piece of 1/4 inch thick steel to make a plate for the firewall. So I'll probably switch over, get the heater box bolted on, stub through, lines hooked up, and we're moving along. It's a lot of work. It's a big vehicle, so it's a lot to do. But you won't get it done if you don't keep working on it. All right, now these are made out of magnesium, I guess, because when I was making my first set, the grinder shavings got into the grinder and ignited in my hand. It was like kind of a nice little bomb. But, so be careful of that. There's really no good way to do this. Stuff don't weigh anything. All right, so here's the rod. I feel like I'm missing a bushing, or they're a little bit different in size, but I feel like I can make something work. So this is binding a little bit. I don't really like that. Let's see how it works when it travels. You can see it's hitting right there, so that is not ideal. Trying to think here what I would do to fix that. There is going to be some firewall in between there, but I don't think it's enough to keep that from hitting the cylinder. We could always bend this rod a little bit, but I don't like the way it bolts on right there. I guess this is the brake light switch bracket. So we're still in research and development. That fits that perfect. There's really nothing better I can do with that, the way it comes in. I may be able to shim it one way or the other, which I don't really like to do, but I could shim the bottom to tilt it up a little bit. I don't know. That's why we're trying to figure it out. This is what happens when you build stuff from scratch. I'm really liking the way they fit. So I feel like I could just bend the rod. I feel like what'll happen is if I take this bracket right here off, then it opens up this side, and I'll probably take the stud out. And I could probably use a bolt, do some work, and move it up a little bit. Save me a little money, take me a little bit of time, but at least I could keep moving forward. I like the way it fits and it bolted together. Everything's kind of working. It'll look good outside. It'll work perfect. The lines should be the same as the lines on the box. I hated to mess with it because the power steering hooked right up and works. There's just no vacuum place to put the vacuum, so the vacuum pump's basically doing nothing if I have hydro boost, but that's all right. So that's that. I'm going to find a steel plate because if I just bolt this to the firewall will move. So I'm going to find a steel plate that'll be this size, and then I'll make a hole for the slave cylinder, and we'll go from there. Everything will start fitting. I'll make me a template. I'll put the template on outside, and then I'll make my marks, drill my holes once I get my plate welded in. So we're going to move over and put the heater box in. A lot of people haven't even seen inside of this. It's got a, it's not done, obviously, but it's got a GM steering column in it with a column mount. This is all reinforced floor, 2x3 tubing, or 3x1.5 tubing laid flat. Then we'll have original seat base put back in it. And I'll have to make a piece for up here just because it's such in bad shape. We'll get a new windshield put in it like we did Dick Banjo. We'll have Eric Hildebrandt do that for us. This is what we're going to put in. Now this is a old heater box. There's an electric motor that goes on it. Outside I have that squirrel cage. It's just like a single stage, and this will basically just keep us from freezing to death. As long as the heater core works in it, we should be fine. Got this from my good buddy AJ Dean. All right, here we are with the old antique heater core, and instead of using cardboard, I got some Pink Panther, and we're going to use that to stick it on there, make our indents, and we'll go from there. See how it fits. It'll be in the vehicle like this. This will be the top. So these will come out the side. So we want to just push it on there. Makes perfect indents. Let me get a drill bit. No. Works pretty good. All right, for all you guys using cardboard, you've been doing it wrong. That's way quicker than cardboard and scissors and wrong holes. So now we have a template. Let me get a piece of marker. Let me get a marker. All right. So this is top, engine side. Now that's our template. Goes in the vehicle just like that, and then these will go over to our heater lines on our engine. So, let's go check it out. All right, here we are on the Firewall. We got our template. Now the only thing that'll stick out here is our 4 studs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 heater hoses. So the main concern is inside. We know we got plenty of room outside. Here's where the lines will come out. We just don't, if we can keep them from kinking, the better these are straight, the better these will come in with less bends, the better. So basically we can use any holes we got here for reference once we get inside. These may mess with us a little bit, but not too much. We want to make sure the hood will close, and we want to make sure all of our studs will fit. So about the center of that is the center of that. So I'm going to go inside, see what it looks like on the inside. All right, so inside there's no concern. There's plenty of room for everything. So I say we just go for it. All right, we got our 2 holes for our heater lines. We got our 4 holes for our threads, studs poking out. I forgot about the blower, so it's got to go in there This is going to require a little plasma cutter to cut this hole so this can be changed from outside. I guess that's how it worked. So we're going to have to fire up the old plasma cutter, cut us a round hole in here. We'll find us something to make a template out of, and we will go from there. All right. A while back I was at the scrapyard. I found this random piece of machined metal, and it is just a little bit smaller than that. So we stick it up there. It should resemble what we're going for. This is what we got. It fits in there like that. So this will be exposed. You see how close we are to this stud right here? Actually real close to that. Real close to that. Gone, that was smooth as butter. Thanks to Dave Lemon with Lemon Fab. I don't know what I would have ever done without one of those. I don't even have to clean that up. That's ready to go. But I probably will anyway. See how she fit? All right, we're gonna go inside, penetrate. All right, it's gonna have to come back out. I need to make this bigger. I need a little more room. These are going to have to get real close to those tabs. I need to get that off, but I need to open these up around those lines because we do not want the metal to rub into the bullet lines or else we'll have a problem. There's the bosses. So we could make it work, but it will rub itself a new hole. So we are going to fix it real quick. All right, perfect. All right, let's see if we got a heater hose. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. I got 1/2-inch heater hose. I got 3/4 heater hose. We need 5/8 heater hose. Hook those up, clamp them, and that part will be done. Then we can move on to running radiator hoses to the back. And we need to get a new alternator, 1-wire alternator. I'm going to hit DS up where I got the other one from for the C50. So we'll get a 1-wire alternator coming. What else? That's probably about it for today. I'm going to find me a piece of plate steel and make me a template for the firewall over there, and I'll be working on that probably for the rest of the day till we can get that in. But instead of just looping these, now they can go in there and do their thing. We will flush this out, make sure it works before we do anything. It works, so we're ready to go.
Hello guys. As you can see, it's me, Julian,
Julian?
and Sammy. no one. Hello guys, how you doing? It's your Yosemite Mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi,
And here's Jennifer Chip. Mom.
What are we doing today, Sammy?
We're painting this trailer.
Do not step in that. Oh, look at my face. That's tractor paint. Is it look good? I'm actually a freaking mess. Tim said, you should let me bring you some gloves. And I said, oh, I'll be fine. Is that good? Do you love it? I hope that comes off. Well, it's better. I gotta go to Walmart with these kids because we need stuff for Spirit Week tomorrow, and I ordered things on Amazon that were the wrong size because that's the life I live. So I'll probably cut out whenever this actually happened, but we had an incident. I don't know if you can see it down there. We had a major paint incident. I lost it a little bit, but we had enough to do the boat trailer. So the boys are back here playing on the C50. Why it's dressed like Michael Myers. I see something out in the middle of the yard. They're wild when they get home from school, but this is it. Now it can go down and get shaped up to become what it's gonna be. So I'm excited. We're gonna build us a little camper. It's Wednesday morning. You guys are gonna see this tonight. So hopefully you watched it all the way to the end. I know we bounced around a lot in this video, but that's how it is around here. We're always on the go. There's always something different happening. We're always working on different projects. So it's just a taste of our real life as usual.
Yeah, and getting ready to do it again today. That's why I was just sitting there looking at all the stuff I got to do. That's just how it is. Luckily, we're able to be here during the day, all night stuff. We work here, so we're able to do a lot of different stuff. Mostly fixing things, rehabbing things, trying to reuse things that we may already have that we forgot we had. That's what the point is with the little trailer. We're not trying to impress anybody with the little trailer.
Nope.
It's set out back for years. That I could picture that as a cold weather in the garage, wood stove. It's only 12 foot long. We could put it in there. We can let our creativity flow.
Yeah.
So that was just an idea of what to do on the cheap, scrap metal, free boat trailer. Got a lot of. I'm worried about bad weather coming. The older I get, it don't take a lot for it to be bad weather.
I don't like it either. I don't like it either. My throat's so sore right now on my right side. I can't even stand it.
So we're fighting that. Trying to get some stuff done on the Ram truck. Not all seen in this video, but I've been working on it. It's trying to stay busy on it so I don't lose focus. Once you lose focus, it's hard to regain it. like my 8-lug tow truck. I lost focus. I don't even remember where I left off. So we're just like you. We're common. We're doing it with low budget because
Low budget, lots of kids, and a million things going on every day. So we just show you guys what we do in our lives and how we keep it going.
there's a few days left in our free giveaway.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, you're going to be watching this
Tomorrow's
tonight.
the cutoff.
If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, we are giving away a $300 value gift card. The drawing ends tomorrow night at midnight. All you got to do is be subscribed. You don't have to buy anything. So head on over, hit subscribe. There's a good chance we may be in Chillicothe this weekend at Miller's Swap Meet. I've never been there before.
I really want to go.
We might take Dick Banjo. Dick Banjo might have some different tires on it. I don't know what we're doing. We're bouncing
You'll
around.
find out on Sunday. So let's talk about the Sunday video for a second. At first, we wanted to move it from Friday to Sunday, and we decided on the morning time slot. That was a bad time slot. There wasn't a lot of people that were up and watching at that time. So now we're going to move it to Sunday evening because you guys seem to like that a little bit more. So Sunday evenings at 6, we will have our what was Friday video.
You kind of got to put it in that algorithm. I know Sunday morning there's a lot of big channels and a lot of high-powered channels, and I watch those channels, and I thought we should put it in there, but there's just too much going on. People are on the go. There's sports. There's church. We try to put ours where you can sit down, take your shoes off, and relax. Don't take nothing we do too seriously. Life's a joke. You learn as you go, and that's what we're trying to do. We're not running for presidents. We're just out here having a good time. We're not perfect. No one's perfect. We do what we want. We do what we like. If you like it, we love you.
Yeah.
So
there are a couple of channels that have some awesome videos coming out. I know that we put our video of what we did out on Friday, Sunday, but some really great people that documented everything and did some great filming, great editing are putting out videos today. One is That Track channel.
Just came out 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago.
It's a really good video, you guys. So what we have gotten to watch of it so far has been awesome. As soon as he told me it was out, I turned it on. As far as I know, I saw Bill Hoskinson post that Street Race Channel's video will be out tonight also. And it was their event, so I can only imagine how good that video is going to be.
Yeah.
So make sure you take the time to check out That Track channel and Street Race Channel and Old Man's Garage, Gen 2 Garage, all of those.
I spoke right into Billy Hoskinson's camera, and that made me dry up a little bit. I didn't know what to do. I've been watching that kid. No, he is not a kid. I've been watching that man since he was a kid. And Sammy, we've been gone for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
4 minutes and 36 seconds. Sammy's in there needing more syrup.
Yeah, probably out of milk, I'd say.
We're right here, son. Just wait a minute or come out here.
He got no pants on. Okay.
He's done eating, world.
He's done with his breakfast. He wanted to let us know.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Smile, have fun.
Thanks for following along. We appreciate all the comments and the support from you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. We're almost to 10,000 subscribers, which to some people isn't a big deal, but to us it is because we've been at this for like 18 months, 19 months, something like that. We worked hard for it.
I could tell you how I feel, how I could tell things are getting ready to change. We have haters. Real ones. People that sit on their couch or build cars.
See how sad it makes me?
Maybe you build cars. Maybe your numbers ain't that high. We worked real hard for our numbers. So don't use me to boost your own numbers or whatever.
It's funny.
I don't run in no groups. We're just here building stuff. We don't buy nothing.
We love our people. Our people love us. And for the ones that don't, thank you for not knowing how to express your admiration. You just do it negatively.
If you don't like me, keep watching because I'll give you plenty more not to like.
Dick Banjo for president.